So today I'm going to answer the question, are all calories equal? And is weight loss really simply about calories in versus calories out? So you do hear some opinions on this topic, and you will always hear somebody kind of saying, well, it can't be about calories in versus calories out because, you know, they'll have some anecdotal evidence of a friend who can eat whatever they want and they're really skinny, okay? Well, the thing is, it actually really is simply about calories in versus calories out. And this isn't my opinion, it's actually physics. Because calories are a measure of energy, okay? So think of it like a mathematical equation. If you have 2,000 calories on one side, the calories in, consumed by food and drink, and then on the other side, you burn 2,000 calories, so they're equal on both sides, and then that's how you get weight maintenance. It's called energy balance. On the other hand, if one side is lower than the other, it means you're either gaining weight or you're losing weight. Okay, so it is simply kind of like an equation. Okay, so just to go back to are all calories equal? I think it's fair to say from a quality point of view, all calories aren't equal. So when I say quality, I mean in terms of nutrition and in terms of satiety. That's how filling something is. But, however, when it comes to energy, all calories are equal. Okay, so the body doesn't necessarily know where the energy is after coming from, or where the calories after coming from, whether it came from a piece of fish or whether it came from a bag of Pringles. It's just calories, it's just energy, okay? Now, so let's think about again how we consume the calories and how we burn the calories, okay? So I think how we consume the calories is pretty straightforward. We consume calories from food and drinks. Now, lots of people forget about the drinks and they only think about calories in terms of food. And actually, it's really important to also think about the calories we consume from liquids, because in actual fact, sometimes it can be quite a sizable amount. If you drink a couple of lattes in a day, that could be 500, 1,000 calories, depending on the size of your latte. Okay, then you've got the calories that we burn. How do we burn calories? So to make things simple, I'm going to say in two ways. You've got your metabolism and you've got movement, okay? So the metabolism, okay, your basal metabolic rate is your resting metabolism. We refer to it, I suppose, commonly as metabolism, but it actually is the calories burned even at rest, okay? And it's the calories that are burned just to kind of function. So, you know, pump blood around the body, breathing, all that kind of stuff, okay? Then you've got the movement, and within movement you've got informal movement, like what I'm doing now, moving my hands, fidgeting, moving about the house. And then you've got formal movement, which is exercise. And I guess this is the one bit that we can control and try to increase. Okay, we can also actually try to increase the non-formal movement, which people track by steps. You know, some people will consider their steps exercise because they may really, really be pushing themselves and it feels like exercise, and they're including that walk that they go on in their steps. And other people's steps are actually steps that they would have been doing anyway, just moving about the house. Okay, so that's your energy in versus energy out. I've probably mentioned 2,000 calories at this point already. I think I have. I'm kind of using 2,000 calories for the purposes of this video. It is kind of the average number of calories deemed necessary for the adult population, maybe a little bit higher for men, maybe a little bit lower for women, and it's going to vary between people depending on their size and so on. But we'll just work with 2,000 calories for some of the examples I'm going to use. So I'm going to go back now at this point to my argument about the quality of a calorie, okay? So protein is the most satiating of all of the nutrients. That means protein is more filling than anything else, followed by fiber, okay? So we get fiber in fruit and veg and whole grains and brown bread and brown pasta, beans, nuts, that sort of thing, basically plant food, okay? So you can have a diet with 2,000 calories, with lots of plant food, lots of protein, lots of fibre. And basically that diet will be quite a bulky diet. You'll have quite a lot of food because you're choosing wisely. You're choosing low calorie foods mixed with satiating food like the protein and the fibre. And basically that person's going to be pretty healthy, going to have lots of nutrients in their diet. They're going to feel full from their 2,000 calories, okay? And they're going to feel like they eat a lot of food, okay? Because if you eat that sort of food like porridge and potatoes and salad and fruit and veg and, you know, lean meats like chicken and fish and beans, that's kind of, you get a lot of food for 2,000 calories. Now, on the other side, you could have somebody eating 2,000 calories and actually the food is very high in calories, but maybe low on nutrition. So I'm thinking Pringles and I'm thinking cans of Coke, okay? They may only be eating the 2,000 calories, but their diet is low on nutrition, it's not healthy, and it's not filling. And they may feel that they eat very little food, and indeed they probably do eat very little food. But they may still be in energy balance. So this brings me back to the point I made at the beginning, that everybody knows